Jersey.
Welcome back. Glad to have you with us.
Is the city of Clifton breaking the law when it comes to its local library? It's a question that's causing some controversy among residents.
News 12 New Jersey's Walt Kane is in your corner investigating that very issue. And Walt, what did you find out?
Well, Brian, city officials say they are just trying to make ends meet in very tough economic times, but some say what the city's doing isn't right. And according to state law, they could have a point. Like a lot of government agencies, the Clifton Public Library is struggling to make ends meet. The library recently started closing on Sundays because officials say they don't have the extra $70,000 it would take to keep it open.
Libraries, like everyone else, we're in the worst economy since 1929, and, things are getting hit.
But a closer look at the library's budget raises some serious questions, like if the library can't even afford to stay open 7 days a week, why is it paying the salaries of people who don't even work there? That's right, about 3 years ago, the city began paying the director of the city's Arts Council and the curator of the Hamilton House Museum out of the library's budget. And some say that's not right.
It would just totally be illegal to do something like that.
She could have a point. After all, part of the taxes we pay are earmarked for local libraries. And according to state law, library money can only be used for, quote, reasonable and necessary costs incurred to provide library services. It's hard to see how that might include paying the salaries of people who don't work there.
It's only supposed to be used for a library, not for anything else. And they're using it for the museum and the arts center.
So is that fair to taxpayers?
I don't believe it is. Not at all.
I don't think it's inappropriate at all.
The mayor insists nothing was done illegally. He says both the city council and library board voted to do this, and the city's attorney signed off on it.
The library is a cultural center of the community, and those are both cultural things.
But some library patrons say the reduced weekend hours would not have even been necessary if only the city and the library board had played by the rules. Now, here's the interesting thing about this. Even if it turns out that Clifton is ignoring state laws on library funding, it's not clear if there could be any real consequences. So under the law, the state could theoretically withhold library funding, but the state's funding is a pretty tiny amount of the total. What do you think? Is what the city of Clifton is doing wrong, or is it a creative way to make ends meet in this economy? To sound off or tell me about something you think I need to investigate, call 732-738-KANE. Email KaneInYourCorner@news12.com, or find me on Facebook at Kane in Your Corner.
Wow, interesting. In an age when everybody's counting nickels and pennies, that's a significant issue.
Yeah, and some would say, where does it stop? I mean, maybe these are cultural type programs, and what if a city decided they wanted to pay the police department out of the library budget? Could they do that?
All right, well, keep us posted.
Sure.